It's your boy Jose from Big Meat Sports. How are you guys doing today? Coming on this episode, want to talk about Miami Heat. Very, very disappointing season so far. And it's getting worse and worse as we speak. Now, last two games, we just lost to the Clippers team that played their B team and beat us. And we just lost to Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors when Stephen Curry shot really, really bad from the field. And they didn't have Draymond Green or Wiseman. Teams are sitting their starters versus us and still winning. Now, it's very, very frustrating as a Heat fan to see this happen because we had high hopes coming off of the finals appearance last year and thinking that losing key pieces like Jay Crowder, that we can do it all over again. Now, like I said, Jay Crowder in other episodes, Jay Crowder is going to be missed very, very much on this team because of his defensive presence and he can hit the timely three. Now, this offense, it's hit or miss. When Jimmy Butler's on the floor, we play good. Because why? Jimmy Butler can score, can create for himself, and create for others. Now with Jimmy Butler off the floor, it is looking bad. And especially with Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero in the game, without Jimmy Butler, the defense really, really sucks. Duncan Robinson is horrible at defense. Kelly Olynyk is horrible at defense. I think it's time for a trade. Front office, please hear me out. We need to get somebody and get somebody now. I know you guys are thinking, man, we're just a few games out of, the 8th place or 5th place, whatever the case may be. But with this current roster, if we keep on playing how we're playing, we're going to be out of the playoffs. I think this organization does need to do something because Jimmy Butler has been playing his ass off and not getting rewarded for it. We need another scorer. Bam, when Jimmy Butler was out, was playing really, really good offense because the offense was centered around him. But since Jimmy Butler came back, it's not that same Bam with that mentality to go score, almost every play. Now I think we need a trade. Get Andre Drummond. Get Collins from Atlanta. Get a Victor Oladipo. Somebody. Because we need a change in this team. And ASAP. To me, I would like the kid Collins from Atlanta. Plays really, really good defense. Tall, lanky guy. And can hit the knockdown three. Basically a huge upgrade from Kelly Olynyk. Then get Victor Oladipo. You know they want to trade for him. Go get Victor Oladipo. Give them what they want. Either a first round pick. Duncan Robinson. You can give Duncan Robinson, whoever. Andre Iguodala. He's getting long in the tooth. I love Andre, but you can see as he gotten older, his defense has declined a little bit. But we need to go get somebody because this season is really, really looking bad right now. Teams are sitting their starters and beating us. That's how bad we're playing right now. Now we're going to play Sacramento, which they're playing really good basketball right now. And Buddy Hield just knocking down threes. And De'Aaron Fox is just playing really, really good ball right now. Then we play the Lakers on Saturday. They might sit LeBron James and they might still beat us. That's how bad we're playing right now. We'll see. I mean, it's just frustrating as a Heat fan. I know that I've gone on here, plenty of times and vent my frustration. I think this is kind of like therapy for me. But with that being said, I mean, other teams are playing really great ball. The Nets seem like they have it on the offensive side. Defensive wise, they're really questionable. But if you can put up, 130, 140 points almost every game, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I think their defense will come around. This reminds me of the big three, the Heat's big three, where they're struggling, at the beginning of the year, and they found a way to, get into the finals that year, and just find a way. Utah is just looking dominant. Do I think that they are a contender versus the Lakers? With the healthy Anthony Davis, I believe that series will go to 7 games, and I do believe the Lakers will win because they have the top, 2 of the top players in the world. But you never know. Utah is playing very, very good. They're playing, team basketball, and they're finding other ways to win with, being behind, leading, so on and so forth. And when it's not their shooting night, and they're still finding on the defensive side ways to win. New York Knicks, traded for Derrick Rose, which I think it was a good trade for that young team. I think the Knicks have a good young squad, and especially Julius Randle is just playing out of his mind right now. And I feel like, that's New York Knicks team. Just give them a couple of years, and they're going to be in the top, I say, in the top of the East, probably like around 4 or 5. But they have a good nucleus of young players. And with Derrick Rose out there, being that veteran presence, I think, watch out for the Knicks. I think they're going to be playing some good ball down the road. And the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns, wow, Derek Booker, they showed you in the bubble last year how good they can play. And then they went on the offseason and got Jay Crowder, which I wish Miami would have kept them, and Chris Paul. And now they're playing really, really good basketball. I feel, the Suns can make a run in the playoffs. I'm probably win, their first round. And depending on how the matchup, they can probably win the second round. We'll see. But they're playing really good ball, and it's all shout out to Chris Paul, taking that young team and taking them and doing stuff with them that, not everybody really saw this coming, which, you'll be surprised. Chris Paul, wherever he goes, he makes that organization a winning, organization. So this talks about Chris Paul's leadership and, and everything on and off the court. But that's about it. That's all I want to talk about this episode. Came on here, really want to talk about the disappointment and Heat, but, talk about NBA overall. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment on below what you think the Heat should do going forward. Who do you think they need to trade for? Who would be the best fit for the Heat? And hopefully the Heat can get something done coming up here shortly. But again, this is Jose from Big Meat Sports, and we'll catch you on the next episode.